50. Welcome, my friends, to a long journey, the end of a long journey, more a pit stop, a checkpoint, if you will. Welcome to our 50th voyage here on the gaming Galleon. I am Captain Raz, weathered, sweaty, exhausted, and I can't think of one other place on the planet I'd rather be than right here with you right now. This is a very special show because it wasn't up to me to decide where we'd take the ship. It wasn't up to me to take us to the tundras of Alaska or to the humid depths of the jungles of Cholt or the air-conditioned studios of Burbank, California. No, this was up to you. Because you see, in historic pirate times, the crew, believe it or not, decided where the ship goes. So the captain is really only in charge during times of combat or times of chase. And in our case, when we're doing our little voyages. But aside from that, the crew decided, do we stop in a port town or do we attack that little ship over there? And the captain pretty much just had to deal with it. And that's what I thought we should do for our 50th voyage. We've been to 49 different places all over the world and beyond. And I thought, as a thank you to you for spending so much time watching the adventures of this little ship, it would be time for you to have a chance to decide where we return to. That's right, we're not going just anywhere, okay? We're going back to one of the 49 places we have been to. That could be anywhere from Saigon to the Queen's Castle to Uraptar Land. There's been so many places, and I was a little worried that maybe I gave you too much. I mean, who really watched all 49 of these crazy little voyages? Maybe some of you out there have, and to those I tip my hat. But you know, it's very hard to know exactly the right place to go. I thought maybe I gave you too much to chew on, but I was wrong. There were some people out there who were kind enough to take time out of their day and say, this is where we're going, Captain Raz. And there weren't many, but there was enough to have a clear and concise victor. And in the third place slot, there were quite a few. I think there was a tie between Indianapolis, Indiana, which would have been a little weird because that's where the ship is usually docked, so we wouldn't be going anywhere. There was, what else was picked? Daytona, Florida. That wouldn't have been bad late in the summer. What else was picked just like on a lark? A couple other places, but one place that I was surprised was got so many votes was Lake Hardship, which is where we fought a dragon in Dragon's Dogma. That almost won. That was close. That was in second place. But in first place, decisive, I was shocked and elated when I found out that you people out there really wanted us to head back to Clarksville, the sleepy little farm town where our friend Jake the dog resides and adventures on his own four legs, with his nose showing him where to go next, his lone personal navigator. So that's where we're going. We're returning back to Clarksville by popular demand, and I'm really happy about it because if you've seen our Clarksville voyage, it was not the cleanest of voyages. It was very new to us what we were doing. This pirate ship was basically dropped in our laps, and we didn't know what else to do aside from just take it out and adventure. And while we were pretty good about getting it to its destination, uh, there were certainly some kinks once we set off. In fact, you know, if you watch the Clarksville episode, which I think was our 4th voyage, uh, it was the first time that I was kind of left to my own devices to manage the navigator itself. Usually I have a little help, at least getting it set up by Patty or Bismuth. At the time we had a couple other crew members, Will and Franch. They're much more savvy when it comes to getting the word out, getting our transmission up and running. But that day I was on my own, and I remember there was like, you know, you can't see it now because through the magic of television, we cut it down to about an hour, made it into a at least serviceable voyage. But there was about, I remember about a 7-minute delay where I couldn't figure out how to get us to seeing Jake. Or I think there were audio problems. You couldn't hear me anymore, but you could hear the game. There are people in the mess hall like, wake up, what's going on? It was very nerve-wracking for me, and I think I had to end up cutting out about 20 minutes of just bad footage for that voyage. And I usually don't do that. This is usually all in one take. I like to do our shows in one take. That way we're experiencing it together, the good and the bad. I think another big problem was the booty segment for that one. There was a big color bar glitch in the camera. So there was this big color bar image through the entire booty segment. And on top of it, I had forgotten to turn off the audio of Clarksville. So the entire booty segment, you hear Jake the dog yawning. And, you know, the acoustic guitar that accompanies this game, Dog's Life, for the PlayStation 2. And let me show you what the game looks like here. Right over here. Okay. Dog's Life for the PlayStation 2. There's Jake. A game I've loved for years and was so excited to share with you. And, you know, we did it, but we didn't get out of there clean. There were certainly some bruises. So, yeah, there was like, you know, this 10-minute long booty segment where you're hearing Jake yawn at you know, the booty I'm looking at. And I know a lot of people on retrospect have laughed at that and said that was really funny, not knowing that that was not planned. That was not planned. I remember watching it at home, looking at the show, after trudging through it and seeing that and being really disheartened and thinking, is this going to work? Am I going to figure this out? Are we going to be able to continue these voyages? Well, here we sit. Here we sit 46 voyages later. Somehow, we've been able to muddle through together. And that's what this show's going to be all about. We're going to revisit Clarksville by popular demand, by your command. We're also going to be hitting the booty segment. It's a little different today. I picked the 5 things that I thought were the coolest or most memorable things that we have found in our travels in the past year. And then finally, we'll also have the mailbag segment. Okay? There are still plenty of questions here. Thanks to you people. Another thing that we didn't have back in the Clarksville days. I was basically at the mercy of asking those around me on the ship for a question, just so that we could fill that segment. Thankfully, you kind people have brought us to the point where that's not a concern anymore. How are we doing on time? Yeah, I think we're right on time. So let's get back to Clarksville. Let's go meet Jake again. And once again, I want to thank you personally on behalf of myself, First Mate Bismuth, Patty the Chef, Eve the Phenom, and Mary the Master Gunner. We've all had a hand in this over the past year. And where you see me most of the time, their hands are in it somewhere, pulling the strings. So thank you once again. Let's get started. It's Dog's Life. Picked by the crew on our 50th voyage for the PlayStation 2. Alright, a little audio. Let me know if that's coming back to you. Alright, let's get started here. Now we have Jake not far from his home. If you remember, Jake is a farm dog. And the game starts with his girlfriend being kidnapped. Now we're not going to get into that. That's a little farther down the line. What we are going to do is explore a little more of the countryside that Jake lives in. Now this is a chicken farm that I discovered not far from Jake's home. I don't know what this guy's problem is with the shotgun, but I see that there's some altercations going on in the chicken coop. And I thought this would be an interesting place to start. We'll try and help this guy out, and I figure that'll probably be enough time. Oh! Did you see that? Yeah, I think that was a fox. So I think we're going fox hunting here. Let's take a look. Let's talk to this gentleman here, see if we can help out. Oops. Come back here, you.
Any foxes to report? You're not a chicken chaser, are you, boy? Get rid of that flapdoodly fox, and I got something for you.
Hey, some of my best friends chase chickens.
Alright. So we're looking for foxes, huh? Oh, there's one. Oh. Get me in there. Come back here, you. There he is! I got my sights on him. Oh, so close. Come here, you! And I am manually doing the barking. You know, because this is a dog's life. Every move that Jake makes, be it kindly or gross, is all under your control. Wow, I can't seem to catch him. Come back here. Oh! See how close that was? That was so close. Where'd he go, guys? Oh, no. Oh, he's gone.
That fox is conscious and fearless. He's not even afraid of my shotgun. He should show.
Now here's another dog. Oh my God, there's bees. Whoa. Wow, what are they? I probably should screw. Ah! Are they following me? Oh my God, they are! Whoa! Where's that fox? There he is! I'm ramming on the button! Oh, God. Maybe I'm too slow. I mean, I hope not. This is not an RPG. There's no levitating boots. Alright, I'm gonna cut him off at the pass. Oh, God. So close. I don't think I'm gonna be able to catch him. Ah! You see how close that is? Alright, well, we're gonna have to bring in the big guns. Now, as you can see, and this I never told you guys about in our first voyage, the dogs can team up a little bit. And the way to do that is, I have to go into smell-o-vision, and I have to search around a little bit for the right scent to get this dog's help. You see there's all kinds of purple scents here.
Essence of dead rat.
But then here's a red one. Oh no, that was... There you go. And I think if we get enough of those red ones... I saw one around the tree here.
Whoa, that should clean out my
We
sinuses.
got a few more. I think I saw one over here. Yeah, there. Now we get the challenge.
No problemo, baby. Jakey has superior bone power. 3, 2.
Now we
1.
challenge the pit bull. I think this is a chase-off. So I think if I can catch the pit bull, then we'll get a really good reward here. And it'll probably help us in defeating the fox. Oh, I caught him. That's quite a dance.
Oh, this is weird.
And this is what I mean by reward. Now we get to be the pit bull for this amount of time, and hopefully this little scrapper. I can't believe I didn't catch him there. I'm grabbing you. I'm all over him. Why can't I grab him? Oh man. What? You know, another adventure. Another adventure where I get skunked.
What am I doing? I know. I need
Oh,
to talk to the farmer.
talk to the farmer? As the pit bull? Oh, I don't have enough time! Okay, well that's alright, because I'm not going to have to redo the challenge. Hello?
Hey, dog. Stay alert for foxes.
Okay. Alright, no problem. We'll go back to the pit bull. We're not going to have to do the challenge again. We just got to track down our friend. Have him take over. Okay, now we'll go talk to the farmer again. I'm hoping he's telling me to be good for foxes, so let's go. I got one of my sights. Come here, you. Oh, I had him. Where'd he go? There he is! Take down! Oh, pick him up! Ah! I'm picking up eggs here! What is happening? This is not my day. This is not my beautiful house. This is not my beautiful wife. How did I get here? How we doing on time? We're about 18 minutes in, so what's that mean? We got about 42 minutes. We'll need 10 minutes for the booty segment. Let's try one more time. See if we talk to the farmer.
I
look kind of weird. Not the first time I've heard that. Alright, come here. Oh! 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 Yeah, I don't know. I'm chasing the man off. Wonder what's in the chicken coops. What's all this stuff? Is there anything else that'll help me in here? I mean, there's a chicken basket. Egg basket. That's just more stuff. Alright, well screw this farm. Screw the chicken farm. We're gonna make our way into the city. Or at least, less country than this. Unfortunately, we couldn't help out the chicken guy. I'm not exactly sure why. But there's still more sights to see. You may Oh, you're hungry? This is gorgeous. Now, I remember seeing this balloon in our first voyage. Here in the big field. This is where all the sheep are. You can see them off in the distance. And actually, we're going to run over there because I know there's food over there. So I studied this balloon a little bit. It always takes off before you get there, and then it just kind of tools around the field here. So I don't know that there's anything really objective based with that. I think it's just another touch. And this game is nothing if not full of nice touches. Alright, there you go, Jake. Oh, mama. Excellent. Alright, let's head back. Now we're gonna make it to the city. We'll make it over there. We'll just take in a little bit of the scenery. Is it as breathtaking as the first time we saw it? I think so. I think this game's always had that charm. That even if you've got everything done in an area, it's fun to go back and just take it all in again. Okay, here we are in the big city. So it looks like there's a lot to do. I haven't explored in here either. But we'll just stop right here on this island. We'll let Jake take a little nap. And then we'll head back to the booty segment, okay? We'll take a little break from Jake. He looks filthy, but at least we filled his stomach. He's getting pelted by pigeons. There's vehicles all over the place. It looks like it's going to be a pretty action-packed scenario. Alright, we'll get back to that in a little bit. Hopefully we can do one thing successfully. I mean, if you can't even do something successfully in a video game about dogs that's presumably made for, 12 and under. I mean, jeez. I don't even know what to say to that. Okay, so anyway, the booty segment. So, if you've never seen the show, which obviously you probably have, but half of the show is the adventure, and half of the show is what we've been able to find digging around the small towns and big cities of the Midwest when the ship is docked throughout the week. Whatever we find, we stick in the old chest here. And for me, that's always been the most exciting part of the show because, I eat, breathe, and sleep the treasure hunt, the hunt. I've been doing it for a lot longer than we had a pirate ship, let me tell you that much. And to share it with you, to share whatever we find, whether it be an oddity or something everyone wants, or just something with a little historical value. It's something different every time, and I think that's what I like the most about it. So let's get into it. These are the 5 things that I was the most excited to show you guys, or have the most significant, memorable, nostalgic value to me. So here we are. You may be like, we've seen some better stuff, and that may be true. We've certainly hauled a lot more than what we're seeing here. But these all have a little place in my heart. Okay. All right. So getting started here. So this we picked up very early on in our travels. This was the Merlin. The Merlin, which we had in the box, and I always love the hand that's holding the Merlin. That glossy chrome hand is really neat. Came in a box, made by Parker Brothers, and we happened to get a hold of one for $5. Is that a great price? Well, for a Merlin, it's not bad, especially because this is the first version they ever came out with. I made a couple other versions afterward, not nearly as cool or as boxy as this. It's got about 6 games on it. It's like a handheld thing. It's got this one thing. I always played the blackjack game, but as this thing sat around the ship for a while, Cody and Pat would always screw around with the music. There's like a music maker, and then I think there's some way to. Yeah, come and do it. Come on. He's not doing it. He's busy. All right. I can't. I don't even think I'm doing the right game. All right. I know how to play blackjack on this. Okay. But in theory, you could do like the Gaming on the Galleon song on this, if you were really good, which I'm not. Unfortunately, Bismuth is busy right now. Otherwise, I would have had him put the Gaming on the Galleon on it. Maybe we'll do that on a separate video sometime. But anyway, why is this significant? This is a big deal for me because about a year ago, we were doing more than just the Gaming Galleon. We were shooting all kinds of other shows, informational shows, talk shows, editorial shows. And one of our friends, Franch, was doing a show called YNL News. And it's basically, he's very into the modern industry. Kind of on the other side of me in the spectrum. I know all the old stuff, he knew all the new stuff. and he would pick up a list of relevant news, and then he would, say for about 15 minutes or so in front of a camera, and then he would maybe give like a couple of wry, offhanded remarks, about his own take on the stories. And he was doing it for about 2 months, and Pat and myself and Cody came up with an idea to kind of build off of Franch's YNL News show. Because you see, Franch and Pat, if you ever get those guys in a room together, they really know how to argue. And it's really, really funny to see the two of them talk, because they're both very passionate about video games, just like us. But they're not nearly as diplomatic about it, especially to one another. So, me spending as much time with them, I would see this and really get a kick out of it and think, this is something I wish we could share with people a little more. So Cody and myself got together and started to plan a second show to bounce off of Franch's one-man YNL News show. And we called it The Voice Speaks. And basically, it's a shot of Pat at a table, and Cody is off camera with a list of stories that I picked from Franch's newscast that I thought were maybe a little outlandish or maybe a little controversial, or, frankly, something that I thought would maybe get Pat, amped up. And so I would write out the list. I'd watch Franch's show on a Monday, and then I would write out the list and get the list to Cody a couple days later, and then Cody and would sit Pat down, usually late at night when, I don't know, Pat's tired or he's like, cranky. Usually at a time when Pat didn't want to do it. Sit him down at a table, put the camera in front of him, and then just off camera, Cody would start reading the topics that I gave him and just let Pat react. Totally blind. It was a technical mess for the most part, audio-wise, especially. But and the show only lasted maybe about 10 episodes. Again, bouncing off of Franch's episodes. And in total, if you were to watch both series, maybe around 3.5 hours long. But I don't know if I just think Pat's that funny or what. But I watched those voice speaks over and over and over after we got them on the air for months. And the show eventually wrapped up. It wrapped up quite well, actually. And it still exists today on YouTube. So there are some people out there who said, where's the nipple guy? Where's the chef? Can we see more of him? Well, he's usually busy on the ship. But if you really are interested, look up on the Yesterday Night Live channel, YNL News and The Voice Speaks. It's in a playlist. It's every show in order. So it's Franch first, and then Pat. Franch first, and then Pat. Franch is kind of dry. And you're going to be hearing stuff that's like, news that's a year old. You'll be hearing about like the Destiny expansion and stuff. You'll be rolling your eyes. But if anything, it's a setup for how Pat reacts. So if you want to see a little more of Pat, and how this comes into play is Pat eventually started using the Merlin on all the shows. He just had it. I don't know if this was his sidekick or what, We all need our security blankets. I've got the Jolly Roger. So that's it. That's the Merlin. And I know that was a long story. I'll try to keep the other ones a little briefer. But while this wasn't a great deal, it's got a lot of sentimental value in my heart because it reminds me of those 2-3 months where we were making a show that I was just in love with. I really liked it. Okay, that's it. What do we have next? The Nomad. Oh my God, the Nomad. The Nomad we got for $30 in a retail store. Sans the Beyond Oasis. That's something we got from our buddy Azure, and I've been playing it now and then. But we got the we got it in the retail store, and we got it for $30. And while that's not the great... Here, it's looking for the on switch. While that's not the greatest deal, the fact that it was in a retail store and we were able to get it for such a great price, I always thought was really cool. And it is a really good deal because, you see, for $30, they basically marked this like a Sega Genesis. They packed it in, and what a Sega Genesis would need for $30, you're going to get the system, you're going to get the cables, and you're going to get, you're going to get a controller, right. So, in the case of the Nomad, they had an AC adapter in there, they had the system, which plays and sounds just dandy, which is a rarity. And it also came packed in with a Sega Genesis controller, because you see there's a second port down there. So believe it or not, player 1 can use this thing and player 2 can use a separate joystick if you guys actually want to play NHL 94 together on one small little screen. But the best deal about it was it came with the ever-elusive battery pack. And the battery pack itself can run you somewhere between $40 and $50. So this was an amazing deal. We easily got this for about $100 less than it should have been, if not more so. And it's coming immensely handy getting set up for games that we do on the show for the Sega Genesis, of which there are many. I spent a lot of time. This thing really helped me get ready for Orbital Platform Odysseus, where we played Biohazard Battle. You know, I had to be able to keep playing that shooter over and over, and I didn't have to be home or on the ship to do it. I could bring this guy with me. It's heavy, it's real bulky, but I love it. I absolutely love it. So yeah, that was the Nomad. All right, let me check our time here. Okay. All right. This we found rather recently. This was the Dungeons and Dragons box that had a price tag of there it is. Had a price tag of $5.45 on it. And why was this so cool? Well, I've been playing a lot of Dungeons and Dragons lately, and this has kind of been very helpful because it has every little extra you could want. On another booty segment, we found 100 dice for $5. That was pretty cool. So that sits in here. You may remember that we found these cool things. They were like D&D modules. Out of body, out of mind for like D20. This is probably like 3.5 stuff. Illusionist Daughter. In addition to that, there's a whole bunch of maps in here. These very high quality platings for setting up scenarios in a dungeon. Pamphlets for the game itself. And then a whole bunch of miniatures. And some people are like, have you valued those miniatures? Because you never know. I don't think that these are particularly valuable. But the reason this is such an interesting find was, you know, we went through it on the show. And, you know, we certainly found a lot of cool stuff in here. But after the show, I was hanging out with Biz, and I was digging through this thing a little more. And that's when I realized, oh my God. The camera's off. The show's done. Oh my God. There's a whole other part that we didn't even know about. It's like a secret passageway to a whole bunch of other stuff, Dungeons and Dragons. And it wasn't much. It wasn't like it was a whole bunch of other minis or anything like that, or rarities. But what it did have some essential stuff. This turned out to be a full game. It says player's kit, but this isn't what that is. It's like a full-on board game that we have here. Everything is included if you want to play Dungeons and Dragons with friends. But in addition to some of the pamphlets we needed to complete that, there was a lot of old character sheets by the guys who owned this originally. And if I can find one that sticks out to me here. There we go. There you go. So this is Elir. And he looks like he's some sort of rogue. You see there? But the guy wrote out his description. He really cared. Let's see Elir's description. Short and fast. He is known as a famous thief who acts like Robin Hood. He's also a scout. And so there's a few of these. There's like a warrior in here, a magician. And I love that, how many people who play Dungeons and Dragons take the time to write out in that little description area. Looks like this guy got half done. Then Mom made him go to bed or something. But yeah, so this was really neat, It's like Dungeons and Dragons. You look a little deeper, and you eventually find more treasure. There's all kinds of these monster pieces in here that I had no idea about. Basically completing the set, and then some extras too. I think this is maybe like a set and a half. It's the game, and then a whole bunch of extras like those, like that Illusionist Daughter module and stuff. So I don't know. I've been playing a lot of D&D, so maybe that's why I was excited about this. It's not the best. Well, it's $5 for all this. That's a pretty good deal. I mean, the game itself, I believe, was somewhere around $30, and then you have a lot of extras here. And you can do a lot with them. Even if you're not going to play the game, bring a box like this to your D&D campaign. I guarantee you're going to need a couple extra skeletons now and then. So yeah, I really like that deal. Okay, last two. We had Coon. Wow, was this crazy. Coon is a PS2 game. We found this among 4 or 5 other games sitting on the floor of a pawn shop in the middle of Indianapolis. On the floor for anyone to see. This was not a, hey, what do you got back there kind of scenario. And when we found it, I was shocked. Because you may not know this, but I certainly knew that this is an incredibly rare game. This is not the rarest game we have in the hold, but it is certainly the rarest game we have that we paid so little for. I believe we got this for $1. If not $1, then less. And it's a complete copy. It's basically survival horror in feudal Japan, made by Age Tech and From Software. And I gotta tell you, if it's an old game that's got From Software, it's almost like these guys are printing money. They're just some of their older games are very, very expensive, and this is not one I will probably ever play. But I was really, really excited to find it. It's got to be certainly top 10, easily top 10 most rare PS2 games, but more likely top 5 and very close to top 3. So, pretty hot pickup. And then finally, and maybe some of you are guessing this one, but if I had to guess the coolest thing, the best deal, the item that had the most legs and has the most desire amongst any crewman, be he cabin boy or capitan, I believe it would have to go to the Zelda 3DS. We picked this up a long time ago. I believe we were in Manhattan, and we found this in a pawn shop with a second 3DS that was sealed. And so we bought both for $150 and managed to sell the sealed one for somewhere around $200. And so after shipping costs and online price guides and whatnot, we basically came up, we broke even. We got all our money back, but we were one 3DS richer. And on top of it being a limited edition 3DS, a Zelda 3DS, I love Zelda. Who doesn't? On top of it having Zelda: A Link Between Worlds downloaded onto it, a very good Zelda game. It also had 7 NES games downloaded onto it too. Right now you can, some of you, very few of you can probably hear the familiar tones of Blaster Master. This had a great collection of NES games on it downloaded. In addition to the game, the Zelda Link Between Two Worlds, I believe the games were Blaster Master, Mario 3, Zelda 1, Zelda 2, River City Ransom, Ghouls and Ghosts, and Galaga. So not bad at all. I'm still carrying this thing around to this day. I've been playing Shovel Knight on it. Right now I'm finally getting back into Blaster Master. This was hands down, in my opinion, the finest thing that we walked away from, and you can't beat that price. Okay, that's it. Let's get back to Jake. Maybe we can get into a little more mischief with him. We've got another 10-15 minutes or so, and then we'll come back for the mailbag segment. Hey, Ginger! You know, in honor of Clarksville, we've got the ship's dog noodling around here. I don't know if she's trying to get out. She doesn't like it in here very much. Who can blame her? But for the spirit, you know, in just the spirit of Clarksville, we have her here. Maybe if we get lucky at the end of the show, she'll show her neck. We'll see. Probably not, because she's like down there, and I don't know how we possibly get her that high. So, all right. Anyway, let's get back to it. It's Dog's Life for the PlayStation 2. And, oh, I got the D&D. I got the PAL D&D crap on the Harper Transition, so that's the best I can do right now. All right, great, thank you. Here we go. Okay, Jake's back. Woo! All right, lots to do here, from what I can see. This is Clarksville proper. This is the center of Clarksville. We're not too far away from our farmhouse, but we're far enough where we're not in Kansas anymore. And what do my eyes do see? I believe that's a butcher shop. Hey, oh.
I hate dogs. Scram you!
Oh, God. Of course he doesn't like me. Maybe there's a back door. Anyone? I don't know what's back here. It's got to have a back door, right? Hello? Dang it, dude. Looks like there might be a ventilation shaft or something. Oh, I want that meat so bad. That's got a chicken there. Okay. Let's see. Whoa, lots of traffic. The Poodle Parlor. What's going on in here?
Yuck. Jake needs a spring clean.
Oh, nice. Wow.
Clean as a whistle.
He's ready for the 50th Voyage. Oh, he's got a new collar on. Hey! Atta boy. Can we get a drink? Oh, yeah, this is city living here. Jake in the big city.
Simply the best.
Simply the best. Whoa.
Okie dokie. Now we'll see who's top
Oh,
dog
wow, you're
around
a Doberman. Let's see if we can find his little sniffies. Probably these green ones, right? Oh, there's a cat. Oh, we gotta mess with the cat. Come here, you!
What a neat-looking dog.
Where are you going? Watch that car! Oh, it's so close. I almost had him. Come on. Ah!
Neat looking dog.
I'm gonna get you. Oh, he's out of time. He's out of. He's run out of. Yeah! He lost all his hair. I'm gonna throw him at the guy. Okay. Am I a jerk? Probably. What's up this way? I mean, how can you say that? Come on, I'm a dog. I'm working on instinct here, okay? What's with the Tabernacle Choir? Oh, here we go. I'll take a little food. Thank you.
That's better.
I bet there's sniffs up here. No, it doesn't look like it. Careful, Jakey. Whoa. Wow, I didn't think we'd be able to get up this high. Yeah, be careful, Jake. Whoa! Ah! I'm getting all dirty again. I guess I did chase that cat. A little food? Alright. Oh, I don't think you liked that. Oh, yeah. Oh, poor guy. Let it out, my friend. Alright. I don't think there's any other way up here. Let's see. Careful. I think that's it. Hello? Anybody here? Alright, I guess we'll head back down. I really want to get in that butcher shop. Whoa, 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 whoa! Maybe if I eat the penguin, or the pigeons. Whoa! I'll grow some wings here. Probably need the Doberman, maybe. You know, the Doberman is a game changer. And there are like 13 different dogs you can be in this. It's really Jake's story. But it's cool that, you know, all your favorite dogs, maybe even the dog you have, or the dog you grew up with as a kid, maybe now you can be him. What's with the basket? Alright, let's get the rest of these green ones.
Woohoo! I smell underpants.
What's in here? Fill it with peaches. I want some more lemon soda, please. Hey! Oh!
Dog catcher!
Oh, sorry! I'm sorry! Oh no. Whoa! He's a demon! Oh no. Okay, no problem. Did you see that guy's eyes? Anybody ever see Supernatural? That was a demon. Okay, take it from me. Seen like 6 seasons, okay? Trust me. Okay, you need to identify a demon. I'm the guy to come to.
It's no good. He's too fast. I can't be bothered with this.
Alright, the demon's been defeated. Oh, he's just hanging out. Oh, so he's not looking at the train anymore? So you know what that means. Is there more chickens over here? What's with the chicken sign? Kinda wanna know what's in here. How we doing on time? We got about 5 minutes. Come on. Maybe if I... Oh, okay. I got it. I'm a dog, right? Wait. Not there. Oh, it is making me go here. Oh, what, did I find a bone here? Alright. Pick it up.
Bone-tastic.
Just mashing my buttons, making them do the the Egyptian there. Alright. Let's head to the train station. So it looks like we'll be able to get on the train now. And are you gonna let me through? Hey, how are you, pal? I don't know what to expect in the train, but I do know that Jake knows that his girlfriend is in a place called Lake Minnewaca, which I guess is a resort. But there goes Clarksville. Farewell, Clarksville. And I think we'll probably keep it there. Oh wait, is it taking us to a different part of Clarksville? What's happening here? Oh, it's story time.
Would you care for a tissue, Wayne?
Oh, mind your own beeswax, Dwayne.
Hello, Dwayne speaking.
Well, did you collect some nice, clean Clarksville dogs?
Yes, Miss Peaches.
What about some nice, clean mountain dogs from up at Lake Minnewawa?
Not yet, Miss Peaches.
Oh, fiddlesticks! Can't I trust you idiots to do anything?
Sorry, Miss Peaches.
Do you know what happens to idiots who disappoint me?
Yes, Miss Peaches. Wayne?
What?
That was Miss Peaches. She says, why aren't we in Lake Minnewawa?
Because, Dwayne, you are useless
Whoa.
at reading road maps.
Ugh. Alright.
Wait! Look! At last!
Right, so the adventure continues on from there. I think we'll leave it there. It was fun. Thanks, Jake. We love you. Oh, wait, I gotta do one more thing. Hold on, you can't, Ah, come on. Come on, Jake, get off the train, pal. You can't play Dog's Life and not do one thing, which I forgot to do. Man, it better be worth it for all this, huh? Jeez, get off the train already. Alright. So Lake Minnewawa, yeah, it's a ski resort. Alright, let's see if I remember how to do this. Do it in front of this kid.
You are one bad doggy. You are
Oh, there you go, kid.
doggy.
Picking it up. It's Steven. Wait. And throw.
You are one bad doggy.
Alright. I'm sorry. It does. Is it gross? Jake, we love you, pal. We love you so much. Nice to see you again. Alright. That's all she wrote. Our return to Clarksville is complete. While Jake's voyage may not be done, he hasn't found Daisy yet. Our voyage is about to end, unfortunately. But that's okay, because, you know, just because this is our 50th voyage, that's no big deal. It's just a number. 51 is right around the corner, I assure you. Usually I would take a question from the mailbag, but I think I'm going to take the opportunity on our 50th voyage. This show has been so much about giving you guys the wheel. I think I'm going to end it by just saying, is there anything that you feel the Galleon needs? Is there anything that you miss that we used to do? Is there anything we've never done that you've always thought, man, that would really make things cool? I mean, that could be anything at all. Is there a system that we've yet to sail on that you would be like, man, I really wish we could play a game from this system? Things on Twitch, if you really want to break the fourth wall. Is there anything you'd like to see changed on our Twitch page and or our YouTube page? Anything at all, just feedback. Feel free to leave it on a comment to this video on YouTube. It's our 50th voyage. You can send it as a message to Twitch. We have plenty of questions, and we will get to them, I assure you. But I just thought I would take one moment, because I don't do this often. I just want to make that clear. I usually don't self-promote, I guess is the term. I don't know why. It's just not... I feel like that's just... you know, when I grew up with the Bozo Show and Svengoolie, You know, they didn't exactly every 10 minutes say, you know, follow, like, subscribe. But this is a new world, and maybe that's something that needs to happen a little more on this ship. I really don't know. I just thought I'd send it out to you guys as a crew. Is the show perfect? Or can more be done? I leave that to you. Okay? I want to thank you one more time, sincerely. This has always been a dream of mine, to captain a ship. And if you guys weren't there, it just wouldn't be the same. So thank you very much. I want to thank you on behalf of myself, First Mate Bismuth, Patty the chef, Ginger, our little cabin dog, Master Gunner Mary, and of course our phenom, Eve of Destruction. Okay, so that's it. Thanks again. We'll see you next week for adventure, for mystery, and by God, for booty. Until then, I wanna do to ye Spanish maidens, I wanna do ye ladies of Spain, for we received orders for to sail on to Clarksville, and we may never see ye fair ladies again. Thanks again, gang. This one's for you. Oh, that's the stuff. Hey, wasn't it? That's funny. That's lemon soda. That's what Jake was drinking. Keep your powder dry, mateys.